Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Cookmas, where every day in December I'm sharing a new recipe. Today's recipe is scallion pancakes. This was an interesting one to make. I started out with 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of boiling water, and I mixed that until everything came together. Then on a floured surface, I dumped all that out and just kept kneading it and trying to make it into a smooth ball. Just took a couple minutes. And once you get that all mixed together, I put it back in the bowl, covered it with a towel, and I let it sit for 30 minutes. While the dough was resting, I made the dipping sauce. So I put a couple tablespoons of, you could use rice vinegar or white wine vinegar. And then I added, instead of soy sauce, I'm using coconut aminos. Then a pinch of salt and some red pepper flakes, and then 1 green scallion. I ended up adding way more scallions. I love scallions, and I had like a whole bag to use, and this pretty much took care of this recipe. And then in another bowl, I mixed together 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. I think that's way too much. You could probably cut that in half. I did not end up using all of it. That's what you're gonna brush the dough with in just a moment. So once the dough's ready, I did cut it into 4s. And sorry, the lighting's going in and out. It was super bright in my kitchen this morning. So you're gonna roll that out until about an 8-inch round. This first one I made was a little bit thick. The other ones I made thinner. Did not affect how it tasted, just different consistency. So you're gonna brush it with the oil mixture. And then it says to roll it up, and then you kind of coil it like a cinnamon roll. It was sticking a little bit to my counter. Once I coiled it, I kind of like patted it down and then rolled it out again. You're going to repeat that process a couple times. So once you flatten it back out, you could again brush it with some oil. And then you add about 1/4 cup of scallions. I probably added more than that. And then you're going to repeat that last process where you roll it up and then you kind of coil it and then you flatten it out again. Kind of hard to do with as many scallions as I put in there, but I had like an entire bag to use. I only needed a couple scallions, and I bought like a bag of them at Target, and I was like, what am I gonna make with these? So this is why I tried this recipe, and it was so good. I'm obsessed with pot stickers, and the dipping sauce kind of reminded me of that. So yeah, I thought they were really good. So then you heat up some oil, and you cook it on each side for about 3 minutes. Like I said, this one was a little bit thicker. I did make the other ones much thinner. It came out it's like a consistency between a pancake and like a tortilla. It's very interesting and good. So once that's done cooking, you can remove it, sprinkle it with salt, and then you could just slice it up with a pizza cutter into triangles or strips or however you want to eat it. And you serve it with the dipping sauce, and it was really good. I will definitely remake this, especially if I have a bunch of scallions to use. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.